In this video, I'm sharing 3 feminine embodiment practices that helped me rebuild my connection to myself, body, mind, and spirit. And I promise that by the end of this video, you're going to have actionable steps to help you do the same. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Maiden Mother. I'm Kaylee, a feminine embodiment coach for the delightfully chaotic. I help women stop playing small and start embodying their fullest, boldest, most favorite version of themselves, mind, body, and spirit. If that sounds like your vibe, welcome to the coven. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what's one small ritual that makes you feel powerful. I am nothing if not a ritual girly, so I'll be very excited to hear about your favorites below. As far as the feminine embodiment rituals that have made the greatest impact in my life in helping me to embody my favorite version of myself, let's start with learning how to listen to my body. Now, I don't mean the generic kinda listening, like, oh, my stomach is growling, I'm probably hungry, or like, do you have to go potty? Can you tell that I have a toddler at home? And that's a question that I ask pretty frequently. No, I mean really tuning in. The kind of listening that turns your body from an inconvenience that you're dragging through life into a sacred temple that you worship. For me, personally, that began with body-based practices such as yoga. And not to like work out or lose weight, but actually starting my day with a flow where I really challenged myself to focus on what I was doing, match my breath with my movement, and really notice how I felt while I was doing it. Paying attention to things like where my energy levels were at, if I was feeling a little out of balance that day, what movements felt good, what movements my body was craving, and where I was meeting my edge and kind of needed to back off. Once I fell into a solid routine of practicing this version of yoga daily, I started branching out with other ways to reconnect with my body on a more personal level, including but not limited to practices like breath work, keeping a food journal and making note of my physical symptoms or how my energy levels were after I ate something, syncing my life with my menstrual cycle, and even walking around my house skyclad, aka nakies. These practices helped me begin to heal my relationship with my body. They made me feel comfortable, sexy even in my own skin, and more importantly, taught me how to decode the signals that my body was sending me. You guys, our bodies are constantly trying to communicate with us. Unfortunately, as women, we're often conditioned to feel unsafe in our bodies and therefore tune them out rather than tuning into what they're trying to say to us. In the spirit of full transparency and also leading by example, I guess, I'm getting over a cold right now. I just entered my luteal phase. My energy levels are in the toilet, and I know from experience that I have a very, very short runway before I hit burnout. Having that knowledge about what my physical limits are is helping me right now to stay productive while also protecting my overall well-being. Tuning into your body's natural rhythms isn't just self-care, it's self-respect. When you stop fighting your body and start listening to it, you unlock an effortless flow, deeper confidence, and an intuitive knowing that guides you in a way that no external advice ever could. To build up this practice, start with a simple body scan check-in. Set a reminder on your phone 2 to 3 times a day to pause and do a 30-second body scan. And while you're doing it, ask yourself, where am I feeling any tension? Am I clenching somewhere? Am I hungry, thirsty, tired? What emotions am I holding in my body right now? No judgment here, just noticing. So true story, I was actually an avid journaler throughout my entire preteen years. Like I kept a diary every single day. That is until my dad read one of my diaries. I had like my first kiss in it and it was horrible. Goes without saying, it was a big violation and obviously put me off the practice for decades. I bring that story up to say, I understand that journaling is a very vulnerable practice and therefore it can feel a bit scary sometimes. But it's also a truly transformative practice that can enrich your life and deepen your embodiment practice if you allow it to. Every major breakthrough I've had since starting this journey, it happened in a journal. This is the safe space for you to unravel, explore, and get to know yourself better. I'm definitely what I would call a journal dabbler. I really like playing around with a bunch of different journaling techniques. I've tried things like morning pages, guided prompts, tarot journaling, and each one has been like a personal excavation, uncovering parts of myself that I didn't even realize that I had buried. And by the way, if you're curious, I have a video on tarot journaling specifically for self-discovery on my channel. I will leave that linked for you in the description. And I also have tons of journaling prompts, guides, workbooks that you can find over on my Patreon. I will leave that linked as well. I mean, I've even taken my journal to therapy sessions because sometimes my own words written on paper can explain my thoughts and feelings better than I ever could out loud. This practice isn't just reflection, it's also self-discovery, healing, and the ultimate permission slip to be real with yourself. Because if you can't be real with yourself, how the hell are you going to be real with anybody else?
Can I get an amen?
The more you write, the more you uncover, and the more you sink deeper into the truth of who you are. If you're serious about feminine embodiment, this practice is kind of a non-negotiable. So to dig into this practice, start with this prompt. What do I need to hear right now? Then let yourself answer without judgment. And if that prompt feels like a little too much, just start with a simple gratitude list or 3 things that you feel you did well today. Just write something. And again, I will link to my Patreon so you can find those guides and prompts to help ease you into this practice in the description. Look, as a certified sad girl, my brain loves to spiral. Left unattended, it tends to default to my life is horrible. I suck. I'm a piece of shit. Everything is awful and everybody hates me and nobody cares. Meditation and affirmations have helped me shift my brain from that lovely line of thinking into asking myself, hey, what's the best that could happen? Taking time to sit in stillness, especially out in nature if I can, has rewired my brain in ways I never expected. Especially as an ADHD girl, I've figured that meditation was not something that's for me, but it's something that as I've done it more, I've really learned to love it. And that's because it's softened my self-judgment, deepened my connection to the world around me, and has led me to this belief that I think is so important, and that is that I don't have a spirit. I am a spirit, occupying a body, having a human experience, doing the best I can with what I have. And honestly, that is a personal belief and a realization that has given me more forgiveness and grace than any other practice I have tried. Stillness is power. My not so conspiracy theory is that the world wants you distracted, overwhelmed, and disconnected from yourself, because when you are, it's a lot easier to manipulate you into doing what other people want you to do. But meditation and affirmations help you reclaim your mind, rewire your thoughts, and step into a reality that you choose to create. If you're ready to start rewiring your thoughts and stepping into the most grounded and magnetic version of you, I'm gonna have you head on over to this video right here that is short, powerful, and will leave you feeling refreshed and aligned. It's also created with beginners in mind, so don't worry if you're brand new to this practice. If you found this video helpful, please let me know by giving it a like, subscribe to my channel, and share it with somebody who you think could use this kind of magic in their life. As always, I love you and appreciate you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video, and until next time, stay magical, my loves. Bye!